Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Out of Order Presents Starting XP, the Masquerade, the Sabbat edition. Thank you, everybody, for being with us this evening. I am joined once again by my fantastic cast, the usual suspects. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Few things want to talk about before we begin completely. We have started the Patreon. You can see already, I've already put up the one-on-one session with Valen, Laura here. Some could say it kind of kicks off the whole Sabbat invasion. Somebody's going to get yelled at, whether it's her or him. It all depends, really. But,
wait a minute. Depends.
It depends. Depends.
Oh.
You are the bitch, de facto bitch of the Sabbat. So
But he said he was gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna say. Watch the Patreon.
yeah, well, go check out the Patreon at $10 or more. You get that one-on-one early access to the one-on-one sessions. Anyways, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? You guys excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm also a little paranoid now that I'm getting in trouble.
So this is going to take place the next night. That morning, however, there is a news basically blurb throughout all radio stations, TV, blogging, websites. A massive gang violence erupts in East Bakersfield as Casaloma, Baker Boys, East Side, Crips erupted in gang warfare after the Cinco de Mayo night rolled over. There tons of reported fatalities. Fire department had to put out a series of car explosions as well as property damage to a local billiards bar. So basically a lot of noise is being made. And you definitely, Cooper, you get, how are you dealing with the fact that do you still consider yourself a detective? Did you put all your, now that you've been captured, are you still going to try to handle a clientele base, or are you just kind of I'm just living this one day at a time sort of thing?
So has Lust explicitly told me not to take new clients?
No, Lust is just bored and is very of the do you and don't disappoint me.
All right, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all reflective surfaces out of my office.
Okay.
So it's not super obvious I'm a vampire.
Okay.
And then
change your office hours.
Yeah, change my office hours so that I am only available for meetings from 8 to midnight.
Okay.
Um,
What about a daytime staff? Do you try to keep that going, or do you just shut down businesses during the day? Everything forwards to a voicemail account. What's the deal?
Okay, well, I'll have presumably I had some sort of secretary.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep her open during the day, and she can handle taking down information from more low level clients.
Mm-hmm.
And sifting through it, and basic things where it's if I need information you could just get from looking at someone's social media, she can handle that.
Okay.
Just things that don't require you to actually leave a computer.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as actual foot things, going following people, I imagine a lot of that still takes place at night anyway, so I'm probably not at too much of a disadvantage.
Okay.
But I also will screen what I select more carefully because I won't have nearly as much time. So I'll accept less cases, but I imagine I'll be more effective at the ones I select. So it'll hopefully even out.
Okay. So you are that night, Deck. You are told to follow Pride. Pride takes you to this Buddhist temple out in like far Tehachapi Mountains, and he kind of sits you down. Doesn't really talk. He's just kind of examining you, like trying to figure out like what's like. So you have like all these like runes inscribed in you, and he's just kind of examining you, like getting in your personal space. Um, but at the same time, he's not like trying to treat you like an object. He's just kind of like analyzing you, trying to get
Intrigued.
intrigued. He's looking for something, but do you speak up at all, or do you just let him just kind of poke and prod at you?
Looking for something.
And he has his mask off, by the way. He's like completely he garbs down to what appears to be like, kimono light. Like he's wearing like sweatpants, but he still has like the top robe part on. And he's just, I'm trying to find an answer to your creation. This Tremere that took ownership of you. He did a lot of extensive arcane work on you. It is sort of a way for me to find his pattern so that I may track him down. I feel like he could be our number one threat at this very moment. So you play a vital role in this struggle.
The sooner you find him, the better.
You are welcome to stay here, but if you prefer elsewhere, you may. But your presence, as you presume, it is very disturbing. We do not want to draw too much attention to our activities, but you are free to pursue your vengeance. But know that I will be watching you, and if you do anything to danger my brothers, then I will stop you. Until you become my brother. And then when you become my brother, then we will talk about the next step.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. So he, he sits and like prays to this kind of, and this it's not really well maintained. It sounds like this building probably was constructed during the 60s. It kind of ran for a while during that whole California renaissance of like spiritual enlightenment and like hippies and LSD like sort of like experimentation. But as soon as funding ran out, like people, they didn't really maintain the property. So this place doesn't seem like it is a functioning temple of any sort. But there is like kind of like a broken down like shrine that is there, and he maintains it. He lights incense, he meditates there, and he practices his kata every single like time like he's done meditating. He'll practice his kata. He gets up, he gets a boaken, starts practicing with like the reps, and every time he like swings, there's like a supernatural like speed to it. It's like whoo, whoo, and then like after like the 15th set, the boaken breaks, just because the force that he is just swinging at it will just break, and it's like bamboo. So you could definitely tell he has like a lot of force behind his swing.
Okay. I'll explore the temple. Why not?
Let me get back to you in a sec. So, Valen, you wake up, and Lust is kind of hovering over you.
I do my best to not appear startled.
And like she blinks, but her eyes are just jet black, and she's just kind of like staring at you, very either as like you don't know if she like how when you have a pet and you like see the pet and you want to pet it, but you don't want to like disturb it. It's kind of like that. She doesn't want to disturb you, but she is definitely eyeing you in a way that is very fondly like staring at you. I don't know. I just blanked there for a sec.
Do you dream the dreamer's dream? Say, looking up at her, see if she understands.
Kind of squints at that, and she's like, "Ugh, you. Please don't talk." And she just like puts she just does the shishing.
What was that?
It was what? And then like she coils to the other side of the room, kind of examining like the 3 monitors that Wrath had set up. She doesn't touch them. She just kind of looks at them.
When I went to sleep for the first time, I saw this intangible web of something, and this figure standing. He was handsome and dark and otherworldly. And then there was this tentacle-like creature with a million eyes looking everywhere in every direction.
And as soon as you say that, her eyes like kind of like you could definitely tell that piques her interest.
Black tentacles. I can't remember. Perhaps it was just a dream.
Maybe Greed's connection to the spirits are trying to tell you something.
I want to know more about our family. I want to know about the church.
Oh, and she's like, how delightful! So you want to learn everything that is about the Church of Cain?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. But I would love to teach you all that I have to tell. But you are not worthy yet of the sect. The eyes of Cain have not shined upon you. And until that day comes, you are but like Cain as he wandered through the land of Nod, searching for knowledge and power. Your thirst is the only thing that drives you. And then she kind of like, she just hugs you in like a sort of warm embrace. She's like, oh, to walk in the footsteps of Cain, it is so, it reminds me of a time that I wish I could have been so naive and so filled by wonder. I have seen and explored so much.
And I do wonder. I want to know more about my brothers. I want to know more about us. I want to learn. I want everything that comes with it. I'm willing to do anything for it.
Everything?
Everything.
Oh, then that's a pretty excellent attitude to have. So you'll get your opportunity tonight, dear. Trust me. There's phases into this thing. Obviously, you've seen our wonderful assorted of tools and trickery. We'll be implementing those rather soon.
Want to see what I did last night? I say out of nowhere, and I take up my phone and I start showing him the picture of my dad dying.
How very
human? I know.
Very human. I'm not criticizing you. It's just I do. Well, you definitely. How did it feel?
Terrible
That's a good thing.
for a moment. And then I wanted everything. I wanted everything. And I got in trouble.
What do you mean in trouble?
What was his name? It's not greed, it's
Wrath.
Wrath! Wrath said he would.
Wrath is still asleep. The problem with the beast is that when the beast acts out too much, it tends to dwell in slumber longer. So remember that. The farther you give into the beast, the more you act like a beast. Until you decide to
I
abandon your humanity and embrace something more, something pure to our
Where's your
nature.
pet?
My pet? Oh, he's at his office, I believe. We're supposed to be meeting with him at some point. He has things and doodads and I don't know. It's complicated. I don't
I want to
I
see
don't
the
deal in that
Bible.
matter in the mortal realm.
Can you show me our Bible? Wrath would not show me.
Ooh, the Book of Nod. Yes.
Mm.
Uh once again, it's one of those things for privileged eyes only. Because right now you are nothing but scum underneath my heel. I don't know if you may take our knowledge and our wisdom and retreat to ancient, slavers or rabble rousers, or God only forbids if you decided to spread this wealth of knowledge to the mortals. They are not ready for such a time yet.
I have no need of mortals anymore. I've severed my last tie to them.
Oh, well, they are of unusual cast of kind, yes, but they are a tool that is necessary for our domination. Remember that.
I
They are
shall.
stock. They are kind. They belong to us.
I learned about binding them to us with our blood last night.
Ooh. And how does that make you feel? What does that stimulate in your cold dead heart?
I think that I could create an army, but only with select leaders. I'd have
Yes.
generals, the ghouls, that would lead other mortals without the blood. And then I could get a network of spies on the streets with my ladies.
It takes a lot of upkeep.
I'd... That's something I'm familiar with. Put it in the
Okay.
books.
Okay. You see Wrath get up and he's in like tidy whitey underwear, and he's like, we got a problem.
We always have a
Yeah,
problem.
I think we went a little bit overboard tonight or last night.
You promised everything was gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just get dressed. Everybody, we're hitting the road. We gotta meet up with Pride and the rest of the gang.
I look at Lust and I'm like, shot.
Yeah. Sure. I
She
guess.
just doesn't give a fuck about anything. I love
She
her.
she really finds this whole experience uncomfortable. Like
Being around others.
being around others, riding in cars, um, like she is just like a creature outside of time. Um, you get a phone call, Evan.
Hello.
Hi, yes. This is Envy. I just wanted to let you know that Pride is heading back down to the valley, and he wants to have a sit down with the lots of you. I, however, am trying to find some missing property, but here to inform you if you could gather some information on a particular group of individuals. They might have criminal records, they might have medical records. Uh, I was told that you can gain set knowledge.
No, that's my job.
Okay.
What are their names?
Well, they're called the Bakers, and they they used to belong to a Samis family. Oh, you don't know what a Samis is. Basically, they're like a family of servants that are genetically bred to serve the Sabbat. Um, but we've kind of lost track of their whereabouts, and we'd like to, recover our property.
How many of them are there?
Well, their family. I mean, without their Zamis master, they could technically breed out of control. Um, the one, his name was uh, Austin, I believe. No. Was it Austin? Hold on. Let me check. No, his name was Dion. Yes, Dion. Dion and Dustin. Yes, those two. Those are the two that I was given their names for.
Where was their last known location?
According to my notes, and you hear like ruffling of paper and what's a taft?
It's a neighborhood on the outskirts of Bakersfield.
Okay, well that's where they are. So have
All
fun.
right.
Ta-ta.
Thank you.
Click.
Was her number blocked, or do I still have her number?
Her number it's blocked. It's encrypted.
I'm assuming I'll see her in person. I guess the first thing I do is I use Facebook and I look up Dustin and Dion Baker.
So nothing on Facebook.
Check the other obvious social media sites: Instagram, Twitter.
There's nothing related to Dustin or Dion, but there is a Desiree Baker who was, she was Miss Taff back in 2007, and she has pictures, and she's in the parade, and she's on the upper attractive side, not like gorgeous, but a pretty small town girl.
Okay, her name is Desiree Baker. Does she have social media accounts?
Yes, she does.
I would like to look through them, specifically family pictures.
She doesn't have any family pictures. She has a lot of pictures of she's been working. She's worked a lot of jobs. But like a lot of hosting job. She had like a deal. She was like the event planner for the Rabobank Arena. She's been a local news correspondent. So there's a lot of face time on her end. Her current job is she's like a media consultant for a law firm.
All right, so I actually do not know if Samis are vampires or not, because she did not tell me. So in her current job,
they said that they were servants.
So in her current job, are there pictures of her outside during the day? Okay, so she's not a vampire.
Yep, lots of tiny jobs like that.
Okay, I'm going to look up, just like Google for like city records on Dustin and Dion and Desiree. See what pops up.
Dustin has a criminal record, like a lot of B&E, drunken public. He's had a DUI. He served some jail time. he's in and out of county. Lot of petty crimes, but nothing like federal penitentiary pounding the ass. But there has been like a lot of complaints in their previous residences, um, of like parties going from all hours of the night rolling over into the day. A lot of reports of drug paraphernalia and underage drinking. There was like a few reports of sexual assault to minors, but like it was kind of not swept under the rug, but it was just kind of like whatever. Like nobody's come forth. Like nobody really has any sort of proof to show for it, and that's about it. Like, and then Dion has nothing. No. It's almost like a Dion doesn't even exist.
Like I can't find a birth certificate. Like literally any mention this guy might be a person.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, can I find a picture of Dustin?
Yeah. Dustin, I don't have a great picture of him, but he. Oh, actually, I do. Let me.
Just knowing my character has it. I just need to know what he looks like in the future if I see him.
Okay. Well, it's on the Roll20 app.
Okay.
Ugh.
So those complaints about the parties, how recent are they?
They are. They only span in like the early 2000s. And then the complaint, they're not just in Taft. Like there's been complaints in Buttonwillow. There's been complaints in Fraser Park, Lake Isabella, Warford Heights, like all these sort of trashy outskirt places. So they definitely move around a lot, but the last one was definitely in Taft.
How recent is the last one?
About 2008.
Can I get his last known address?
Yep. You get the last known address, and yeah.
Do I find any information that Desiree might be related to these guys?
No. In fact, that's like, it's sort of weird, right? Because these, actually, I mean, Dion doesn't exist. Dustin is like, look at him. He's like a meth head, crazy redneck, and Desiree seems like a pretty stellar human being. A little bit of an attention whore, but other than that, like, she definitely goes out of her way to be in the spotlight.
Well, I think it might be time to do a drive past Dustin's old home.
Okay.
So I'll go get in my car. I'm going to assume I own a car.
Okay.
Then drive down to Taft. Just kind of like drive past where their
Well,
last known location.
You're supposed to meet up with them first before.
Oh,
The
okay.
information they want you to collect. So yeah, this takes a couple hours the previous night, and then tonight is the night you guys are all supposed to hang out and meet up with one another.
Okay, I'll download the information onto a flash drive if anyone wants it that way, and then I'll print it out because it wouldn't surprise me if some of them didn't use computers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll bring the information with me.
So back to deck. That night you're exploring this temple, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In what way? Like, are you using Visrateca? Or are you just doing like your own sort of prying into like the structure, the history? What exactly?
I suppose I can kill my sense of exploration and just use Viscerteca.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so describe, like, tell us how you.
I'll
it works.
I'll use Scry the Hearthstone.
Okay, well, like, tell us what entails this whole seen?
What?
Like, describe to us like how you use Viscera Tech and how it looks and how it shows to the rest of the audience.
Okay. It pretty much my character drags his fingers along the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a sense of what is around him, as like the entire building's layout, what is inside, and he would just pretty much start getting visions within his mind of what he sees, of who's inside, if there's anybody.
Okay. You begin to notice as you're like, clawing your hands across the wall, like the runes all along your body begin to project out, almost like a Batman detective mode, where like it creates this sort of past imagery of what things used to be, and you didn't. That's not a part of Valorant. That's like your body is emitting this light. Like the runes and all of the carvings on your skin are doing this in a very crimson red, the same sort of crimson red that the rest of the cast saw when they released you from that like stone block. And you definitely tell that like Pride is surprised by that, and he's kind of sort of following you, and he's like, this is strange. And like you see in this place, like there's nobody inside of it, but there definitely used to house something below. There used to be some sort of basement. It's collapsed in on itself, but there used to be a sort of secret basement area in this temple.
Is it just like collapsed in on itself?
Yeah, it's just collapsed in on itself. So you can find the entrance. You know where the entrance is at. It's behind the Buddha shrine. You pry it open. There's like a stairwell, but the door is kind of collapsed in. It's wood, and you can see like the side of the walls were kind of not dug in, but it looked like there was like an earthquake or like an uneven, just the foundations were really weak in here. And so just natural time and, dilapidation of this place not being upkept well, just sort of collapsing on itself.
Yeah.
But the lights off your body, this sort of detective mode light show that's going on, you definitely see a lot of strange symbols written on the walls, and immediately Pride's eye begins to glow as he's like, we should not be here.
We've gone too far. I'm going deeper.
So he says, we do not have time for this. We have to go back down, but I will take you back here after we are done with our business.
Hopefully it doesn't take long.
Yeah. So, he gives you the option. Do you want to ride with him, or do you want to fly down?
Actually, would I even wait? What ride with him on what? What?
They have like he has a military grade, like a Humvee.
I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't fit on that.
Okay, so
I mean, I am a 7-foot gargoyle.
That's true. I mean, the treads could support your weight, but like, yeah, you'd have to like really kind of scrunch down and be like, it'd be like a very uncomfortable, 45-minute drive down.
Actually, wait a minute. I can just hang in the back.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I'll do that and use Skin of the Chameleon.
Okay. So you're just like
big door.
you're just blending on top of the car roof of the Humvee.
Sure.
Okay. Back to Valen. You see Wrath get out. He puts on his dorky clothes, tucks in his sweater vest, khakis, ties his shoelaces.
There's something oddly charming about that idiot.
Yeah, and he doesn't bathe, but his clothes are always neat. They're he always cleans his clothes. He himself doesn't believe in. He's like, I'm dead. Why should I fucking take a bath? He believes in washing his clothes. He just doesn't why would I want to take a bath?
Because bacteria can grow on it. Whatever.
Bacteria. You're dead. You think you're gonna get some sort of infection?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the infection. I'm worried about the fungus. Ugh.
There's nothing wrong with fungus.
I'm just not even gonna touch that.
So you, Pride and Wrath drive down. You guys, it's about a 30-minute drive west of town, and kind of the landscape going to it's very flat. There's a lot of not as many oil derricks as Oildale, but there's definitely large natural gas deposits that are being there's shelling and fracking and all these different types of companies out there, but it's primarily just a flat agricultural place. You see orchards of almonds, oil derricks here and there, potatoes, pistachios. But then once you get to where the sign says Maricopa Taft, then it just becomes all hills, all brown, just nothing but rock, dirt, and dust.
Why do I feel like we're going to a demolition area?
Yeah. And Cooper, you're there first. They they tell you to meet at this gas station because they don't get the concept of who they are or what they are. They just we just need to meet and talk.
Classy.
Yeah. So
I'll say that when I show up.
Yeah. You stand. It's outside of Taft. You're outside of this pit stop of a town called Maricopa. There's a fast strip. There's one attendant inside, no cars driving, it's pitch black. The only lights are the gas and the sign. And then out from the distance you see the SUV roll up, and then
Will I be freaking myself out from fire if I'm smoking?
What's your courage?
My courage is
He should be fine. He should be
4.
fine because it's controlled fire.
Well, if he had a courage of 2, he would have to make a raw trick challenge because that's 2. 2 is controlled fire. So 4, yeah, you're fine. There's a little bit of it flares up a little bit, sorry, and then you're like, all right, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah. So even though it does nothing for me, I'm still smoking.
Just habit.
Old habits die hard.
You see Wrath get out of the car. Less sustained in the car because she's just this is so... I don't want to deal with this right now. And then Wrath, like a gentleman, goes around, opens the car for you.
And just smile at him. He's
then,
just such a breath of fresh air.
Reaches out because the SUV is lifted. He holds his hand out to kind of get you out.
I accept graciously because he has been the most charming host, even if he does smell like a fucking old sock.
Yeah.
Weirdly charming. I don't whatever. Anyways, I smile my best charming smile at him, and then I take a look around to see who's here because I still have no idea what we're doing.
You see Cooper. What sort of vehicle do you drive?
Me?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Probably just Nothing fancy, but like not anything.
Please
Like-
don't say a Toyota Corolla.
Like I would
No.
imagine you drive like a Lincoln, like a very Oldsmobile or a Lincoln, like
the
something that's
noir look, yeah,
like
yeah.
something that's like
Yeah.
American but not like a Mustang, something just very fashion like functional but yet like classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably has like a Lincoln, like a darker gray or black color.
hmm
Just leaning against it, smoking.
Yeah. So you just see the detective there, kind of waiting, smoking. Wrath kind of walks up to you and he's like, "Wow, you just you're just standing here, like."
You told me to meet here.
Yeah, I mean, like, how you been, man? Like, how you adjusting, or like, you know, do you want to like, do you want to talk, man? Like,
I imagine you'll tell me when the time comes.
oh,
I
okay.
didn't see any point in pushing it.
Oh man, you're like, man, Lust did choose the right person. You're like no fun, damn. We had fun last night. I'm gonna get yelled at, but we had fun last night.
You're gonna get yelled at, right?
I hope. I mean, Pride's the one that's like showing up and giving you 3 your assignment.
Assignment.
Well,
It's about time.
if you're up for it, we might be having some fun tonight. I have the last known address of the bakers.
Oh. Yeah, I never really heard, like, see, Revenants, I don't like them. I don't like, the whole idea that we're Sabbat and we're free and we're supposed to be free. Like, I get the whole rule over humanity shit. But, like, I want to have a beer with the person. I don't want to necessarily be like, I demand you give me a beer. Drink it. I want you to get wasted. All right. Now, extend your neck to me in my glory. And I would bite down and drink the hell out of him. That just seems, there's no fun in that. I like the chase. I like the thrill.
Speaking of that, what are the bakers? I was told they were something called Samis.
Okay, no. I kind of gave Valen the kind of like the 101 quickness of it. But basically, the Samis, they're a clan, envy. They fuck with flesh. They have all sorts of crazy...
They're really weird.
Yeah, they have like all sorts of crazy habits and shit. And they created like these ghouls, but they're not ghouls. They're like genetically bred servants.
So they're not Canaanites.
No, they have our blood. Their blood course, our blood courses through them, but at a very weak, sort of minute, where they're better than the average bear, but not, they're not going to overtake us in a fight. Although there was one, oh god, this guy, he's the Revenant's pet, basically, but this Revenant can go around and just kill anybody he wants. His name is Brucey. Uncle Brucey.
Is he one of the bakers?
No, he's a Xanatosa. I mean, Valen would have a good time with this Bruce. He's like a sex-crazy maniac, like...
Why does
has, like-
everybody assume because I'm a hooker that I love sex?
Well, you're a hooker. I'm just assuming you like sex. Xanatosa uses, like, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Like, he has, like, stock in Pornhub, and, like, he's been on fucking... He's been on, like, what's that one, like, porn site? Like, American... It's like where all
Girls
the famous...
Gone Wild?
Like, no, like, all the
sweetie.
famous, like, the porn star... Like, he's a porn star, too. Like, he's fucking crazy. Anyways, no. Bradoviches, they're, like... They fit this place. They're fucking hillbillies. They're hicks. They got a little bit of an animal instinct in them. Xanatosa, sex, drug, rock and roll. The Grimaldis, they're like, what's that assistant from Frankenstein? Yes, master. What's his name?
Igor?
Yes, like they're like Igor. They're just like they're slow and dumb, but they're really, really helpful. Like, if you told one to like suck your dick, they would suck your dick. Like, they'd just do anything for you. They love us. They worship the ground we walk on. And then Envy, the last Envy, he had like his own personal pet that was a revenant, but we weren't allowed to fuck with it. And then it blew up with him. So it was crazy. Crazy times. Man, being a vampire is crazy.
By the way, while he's talking, I have like a notepad and I'm writing things down.
And it's around this time you
Copy
hear
those later?
the Hummer, the drive-in, parks, right in front of you guys. Pride puts on his mask, walks up. Not really in a like aggro, but he's definitely like moving with a purpose. Grabs Wrath, throws Wrath against the car, and then immediately goes to Valen, and it's like draws his sword and points it at Wrath, and he's like,
I
You
will
two did have
defend him.
"What happened? I want to hear from you." As he points the sword at you.
I went and did this. I throw my cell phone at him, almost kind of hoping that he'll like drop it because he has his sword or not care. And I play the video before I throw it, so if it does fall on the ground dramatically, it'll still play the video.
The cell phone like hits the ground, rolls.
I was told that I would get something. We got it. My beast went crazy. Saved the day.
Beast. Your beast.
My beast.
Oh, okay. What are you doing, Deck?
I'm keeping a low profile because of Skin of the Chameleon.
Yeah. He's like.
So I'm just sitting on top of the Humvee.
You want to see a beast? You want to see fury? His mask blows off, and he has like a sort of top knot. His hair, it goes a little bit Dragon Ball Z status. Like his hair kind of starts waving. His third eye is just like pulsating with this light, and he's like, "You want to see fury? I'll show you fury." And then he just like slashes right next to Wrath, and it's almost really impressive. He almost slices the Cadillac SUV in half.
I kind of go into a little bit of a more demure thing.
So the car literally goes this. The axle kind of collapses. It makes a loud ka-donk donk, and you just see sparks and gas kind of leaking out, and he's like, "Clean it up, Wrath. You three, me now."
I look at Wrath like I'm really, really sorry.
Wrath is just okay, no, Wrath is not. In fact, and you saw this in the one-on-one session, which, by the way, you can go check out the one-on-one session, patreon.com/outofordershow at the $10 mark. He has that non-feelingness again. Hello, darkness, my old friend. He didn't even care. He didn't even care he was about to die.
He's just this shit doesn't matter to me
this
at
shit
all.
doesn't matter to me at all. It's just ice cold running through his veins, almost. And you think because of that, Pride had to display that level of, anger in order to even send a message to Wrath.
I look at the guy inside the gas station. Does he give a fuck?
Oh, yeah, no, immediately the guy walks out. He's like, I heard the loud bang. What the... And it's like a...
Calm down. I'm going to dominate him.
Okay. Don't even roll.
Gen check?
Oh yeah, gen check. He's a Methuselah, Derek.
Oh, God.
He's a Methuselah Sikh Ravenos who just happens to just take his job is now working at a fast strip.
All you saw was a bit of road rage. Two people got into a fight. You didn't want to get involved. One of their cars was damaged. Got it?
Got it.
Now go inside. Go back to work.
He goes inside, goes back to work.
What about the cameras?
There's no cameras.
Wait.
There's no cameras
okay.
outside.
Okay.
In fact, like on the windowsill, on the window door, there's all these have you seen this person? Like, there's basically like people come here and they steal beer all the time. So there's only one camera and it's pointing in the shop, and this is basically people who like steal beer. It's like, if you see this person, call this number.
You guys are lucky there weren't more people here.
I think I'm just lucky to be alive, kiddo.
So the eye starts pulsating. It goes back to that mood, like sort of because he has, he's obviously Japanese, but his eye is very Western. So it goes back to like a more, still looking, resting. His eye is resting on his forehead, but then the moods, it's a mood color, so it's just like it's changing. It's ever morphous to like reds, blues, greens, like it's always changing color. And he's like, now that they know we're here, I hope you had fun. Fun will not be permitted until I know we have a foothold here. You're young. I get it. You want to be powerful. You want to show me, you want to show them that you're just not a waste of space. I get it. But wrath is a very bad influence. You should have gone back to greed.
No. He teaches me nothing about our ways. At least Wrath cares enough to teach about the Brotherhood.
It's not about caring, it's about your blood. I would have killed to at least belong somewhere when I was embraced. I had to travel from mainland China all the way to Europe because I was swept up in a typhoon during the battle with the Mongolians. And it only took me 700 years to return home. And then that's when the Americans decided to drop the bombs on my homeland. So be proud. At least you have a home to stand in, and a sire is watching over you. And
he's fucking my heart right now.
He's like pushing your chest in a little bit, like with the butt of his sword.
I mean, literally fucking my heart, not like emotionally. Like, he took my heart out of my chest and is fucking it right now. Come on.
Worse things could be done to it. I do not agree to it. I personally find that very disgusting and vulgar. But
then please do not tell me I'm better off with greed. Even
his mind is not the way of Cain. He points at Wrath. At least greed has his heart, and he kind of makes a little joke about that, in the right place.
I care about the Brotherhood.
I care about the Brotherhood too. But you will return to greed tonight. Lust and wrath are a bad influence. They'll fill your mind with ambition and desire, which is something that you cannot afford right now. All you can afford is to survive and prove to me you are worthy of the sword.
As you wish.
Detective?
Yes.
You will take Deck here and take Valen. You are in command. We need to retrieve those revenants. We need to know their whereabouts. We need to see if they still belong to the Sabbat or if they have gone wayward.
Is our job to retrieve them or just to get their location for you?
If you are up to the task, I would like you to return them to the fold, since you've already shown display of domination.
Well, I can do my best. Before we go, though, here's our information, just in case. I have copies for myself.
He's like, He likes the fact that you printed them out because he fucking hates computers.
I knew someone would.
Balin
Well, shall we go?
turns to you and he's like, fire and passion burns in you. But those passions, the only thing keeping you grounded. Maybe you should look inside yourself and maybe call out to the spirits that are guiding you.
I'll look in my heart.
Or lack thereof. You see Wrath, like, he just doesn't know what to do. He's just like, you fucking chopped the car in half. What am I supposed to do? He's like, your problem, not mine. Lust kind of opens the door because she has to get out of the car that's been cut in half and is like, well, we brought gifts. Do any of you need any assorted firearms or body protective gear? They are just revenants, but they could be dangerous.
I'll take some body armor.
How about you, my sweetie?
I look over at the detective.
Sorry, forgot I was on mute.
Yeah.
Do you have a Kevlar jacket?
Yes.
No sense in not being prepared. I'll take it, put it on. I have my own gun, though.
All right. So you get a Kevlar vest. You get three. It's a 3/2. So it's 3 against ballistics, 2 against melee attacks.
Okay. These. What is the proper name again for this? These people we're going after?
They're revenants. They're Bradaviches.
Bradaviches.
Their family's the Bradavich, but they go by the Bakers.
Okay. Do they have any special weaknesses?
No, he didn't tell you any weaknesses, anything like that.
Okay. Before we go, are they weak against the same thing humans are weak to? Will they die if they're shot like anyone else?
They're stronger and faster and tougher. But yeah, they bleed.
Hopefully their minds aren't any better.
Well, they, unfortunately, a Samis that is their matriarch, usually commands them through the blood, but we cannot find anybody descendant of this particular strain of the Revenant at this time. There's been a lot of chaos in the last couple years, so we don't really know what the level of insanity or if they've gone off the reservation as far as the Sabbat. They may not even be aware that the Sabbat are around still.
If they've gone too wild, should we just put them down?
No, we have to retrieve their bodies and send them to Mexico, at least at some point.
Okay, so don't kill them, no matter what.
No matter what.
Understood. Do you have any sort of non-lethal weapons, tasers, anything like that? Beanbag.
Wrath is like, non-lethal? I don't deal in non-lethal, bro.
Your fists.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's in the title, Wrath.
fair enough. Deck, Valen, do you two need anything before we go?
No.
So we're not supposed to kill them?
No, we're not supposed to kill them at all. We're supposed to bring them back if we can. It's a
I heard
retrieval
it.
mission.
I heard if.
I like you. All right. All right, let's do this.
All right. You guys want to take a break real quick, just to kind of stretch out until we go on to the next scene,
Eh?
or do you want to continue?
I'm good to keep going.
Okay, so we'll just roll into the next scene. You all, well, I mean, Deck. I'm guessing you're just gonna fly above as the detective and Valen drive. You guys drive deeper into Taft, almost near the mountain ridges, near the Soda Flats. There's the only known address is it's an abandoned quarry that they were doing with getting gravel and a sort of concrete. And there's supposedly like a housing address near this abandoned deposit. And so the road, it's not paved; it's all dirt. You get to a fence, and you just see big steel retain gate, barbed wire. It says private property. No trespassers. And then there's like a special little sign that says, we hereby, we understand that the good people of the sheriff's department cannot always respond to our needs, so we will take direct action for any intruders into our property through by any means, even through lethal force. And then it shows like a handgun image on it at the very bottom.
Cute.
Subtle.
Just like you? I say, looking up at like a big gargoyle thing.
Deck, do you think you could fly over, get a look at the place from above?
Sure.
Okay, Valen and I will try and find a less obvious way in. Because I'm assuming we're at like the front gate.
Yeah, you're at the front gate, but it's like I said, it's like a quarry, like an abandoned concrete deposit. So
There's no motion detectors or
nothing,
cameras.
no cameras, no
anything?
nothing. It just seems deserted, flat gravel, dirt. There's hills. You see like rusted mining equipment. There's probably the previous company who had owned this deposit. There's some vehicles that are parked there, but they've been stripped down. Like they're literally on blocks. Like the engines have been taken out, the upholstery, the decks. So it's just like the axle, the frame, and even like the metal that's been stripped down from it too.
Okay. Is the place fenced off or is it all open?
It's all open. It's just this one open area. It's like there is a fence that goes about a quarter mile in each direction. But it's not well maintained. If either of you want to give me a perception investigation, you can kind of.
I was gonna say to him, people usually come to me, not the other way around. But perception investigation.
Well, it's never too late to learn something new.
Okay, give me a roll.
I'm looking for it. Still learning where all this student is. There we go. It should work. Did it work? No.
Cool.
Mod
What's the difficulty?
6.
Yep, 6.
Okay.
One success.
One success. Okay. And what about you, Valen?
2 successes.
Okay,
Two
so
successes.
you see about a couple yards off in the distance that there's been, somebody had cut through it that you can kind of squeeze through. Maybe some
This
sort
way.
of coyote or some sort of wildlife uses this to come in and out of this area.
All right, this looks like the best way through.
I
Here,
try
I'll
to,
try and
like,
make us.
Jimmy through. I'm impatient.
Don't go too fast. We don't want to be too obvious. Here, I'll try and cover our tracks. I'm going to spin a blood. I'm going to use the first level of obfuscate. Give us a bonus to sneak. Like shroud us in darkness.
Oh, you mean obtenebration? You mean?
I
Or
was gonna say, I
obturation,
can't
I'm
do
sorry.
that
I'm like-
shit. What are you talking about?
I'm like,
Sounds
wait,
awesome.
when did you get obfuscate? Okay,
No, obten. 1, sorry.
Okay, so you shroud so the darkness kind of swells up around you guys, and it's kind of like a shadowy illumination fog, and it creates a bubble. Do you center it on you, or who do you center it on?
I can use
I'll
Cloak of Shadows myself, so if he wants to center it on him,
Okay, I'll center on myself then.
Okay, so
I'll use...
I think the radius is it's like 20 feet around you. There is like a shadowy darkness that just kind of emanates from projects out, and you are cloaked in shadowy illumination.
Okay, I can see through it though, right?
Yeah, you can see through it fine. Any living object that goes inside of it will slowly start to suffocate, and it will drown out all the light out of areas as well. But
Hopefully no little cute woodland critters try and run through it.
This
All
place
right.
definitely seems dead. Like there's no signs of life or activity. Yeah, there's just nothing going on. Oh, you do have to make a roll for it. My bad. Manipulation.
Oh, I do?
Occult. Yeah, manipulation occult.
Oh shoot, I thought that one was automatic.
Nope. Shroud of Night is level 2, to create the shadowy darkness around you.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm doing the level 1 shadow play.
Oh.
It just gives me a +1.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, never mind. I thought you were doing like the inky darkness surrounding you.
No, I don't have that one yet.
Okay.
I'm more dominate focused.
Okay. Yeah. So never mind then. I take that all back. I should just listen.
So I'm just messing with low levels of shadow to just like make it more difficult to see me.
All right. Derek, you're flying above.
Yes, I am.
You are. Everything here is pretty rustic, pretty abandoned. It's a light breeze coming in from the west. It's a low pressure buildup, so chances are it's going to be quite frosty up there. But you're kind of immune to all that shit. So, but you do see off in the distance about a quarter mile into this property, you do see like a house kind of built on the side of this granite shield cutting, and it's kind of shielded, so like you can't if there were like satellites and shit that were flying over, they couldn't take pictures inside because it's like built underneath this like shield, like this natural shielding.
Conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, but since you have Protean 1, you can see in the dark just fine. You definitely can not. You're just like, whatever. I can see all this shit. There's nothing. There is a light inside. It's very faint. You do hear like the sounds of generators coming from inside the house. How close do you want to get onto the property?
I would prefer landing on the roof.
Okay. So you land
quietly,
on top of the roof.
obviously, but
Yeah. You land on top of the roof, and there's definitely like this like sort of like creaking like as you land because it's pretty old.
Yeah. If it has all the shielding, I kind of figured it would actually, be able to take the weight.
Mm-hmm. So now,
I will touch the roof and use Scry of the Hearthstone.
Okay. So give me. I think is it automatic or is it actually?
Spend a willpower to activate this power, which remains in effect as long as the gargoyle is within or in contact with the target structure or until the next sunset. Let's see.
If you want to pinpoint an individual, it is
Yeah.
perception, alertness, or awareness.
Yeah, so otherwise it's pretty much automatic.
Yeah. You scry the place. There's definitely sub-levels to this place, probably about two stories down. And there appears to be somebody that you can see immediately in the like dining area of this place. They're kind of watching TV. It looks like an older looking gentleman, but not the like picture that you saw that Evan showed of Dion.
So somebody we don't recognize?
Yeah, somebody you don't recognize. He does like his facial hair seems like just out of control though. Like he's just got like facial hair that goes all the way up to his nose. He's like bare chested. He's got chest hair, back hair. He just looks way more feral than the average looking person.
Huh. All right. Actually, are there any escape routes, like secret escape routes?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty of escape routes. There's one that goes. So there's like the first story sub basement. There's one that goes out towards like it's about a couple yards out. It goes up to kind of like a outdoor porta potty area. Like they come out from the shitter, and there's like another one that goes directly into the abandoned quarry.
Huh.
And then that's kind of where you reach. You can't scry any farther because like that's a whole new area to scry into.
Huh. All right.
Back to Detective Valen. You guys are you guys like subtly walking up? Are you?
I mean, I'm trying to make sure that nobody is noticing us as we're walking up, including from behind. But I'm not really. I've never really done the whole sneak in the night thing, so I'm letting the detective take the lead on this one.
Okay.
All right, here. We don't want to be too obvious. This is what you need to do, and then I'll kind of show her, like, how to sneak, I guess. I imagine I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, you've stalked a couple of clients. You've done a B&E once in a while just to get, a little bit more evidence than there was, necessary. So, just basically like, don't follow me. Like, be sure to mind your surroundings, yada, yada, yada. Give me a stealth roll. And since Valen is assisting you, you get an additional dice.
Okay, and I get that extra die from my shadow,
yeah,
right?
Cloak of Shadows.
So the pool mod is 1?
Yeah, the pool mod is 1.
Okay. Difficulty.
6s.
Yes,
So
thank you for the 1. Oh wait, I had a critical fail though.
So you got 1 success, but hey, you got 2
successes.
All right. You get 2 successes. You kind of, you're not like a paramilitary person, but you direct Valen's like, okay, move up over there. I'm gonna stay back here. When you move up there, you get all the way to.
I think I'm nailing it. By the way, yeah. I think I'm the sneakiest motherfucker ever.
You get to like the quarry.
Your thumbs up.
You get like to the quarry.
Exactly.
And then that's when you hear like these like just out of nowhere you hear like the like trash cans and metal and like debris kind of like crack like banging to each other, and you see some dogs, but they're bigger. They have like they're just big dogs and they look hungry. So roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
How many
I was
are
like,
there?
can I see this?
Yep. They're like,
Okay.
fresh meat.
We want to roll 1d10 plus our initiative. I mean, plus our dexterity, right?
Dex and wits combined.
Okay.
Derek, you get on this too. Like you're kind of like scrying, and you kind of see them kind of
Oh, wow.
move into like this open area, and then you kind of see like these dogs kind of jump out, and
Does dominate work on animals?
you need animalism, homie.
Yep.
Forgot. Yep, there's it. That is its own ability.
It is its own ability.
I have. Oh, wait. 1d10 plus wits of dex.
Yep.
What? Okay, I'm having confusion on how to roll this. Is this
Okay.
the.
So we ran into this last time. So what is your dex
Yeah.
and what is your wits combined?
3 and 6. Okay, so that's the same macro I have from before then. That's exactly why I typed that down there.
So.
Dex wits is 6.
Yep.
Okay.
And Evan or Derek.
13.
13. All right, so you go on a
Roll
13. Evan, you go on a 15.
Oh, no, wait. I only rolled 3d10. I should have rolled 6.
No, you roll 1d10 plus 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, well, I still rolled 3d10 then.
Yeah,
so...
you roll 3d10. Yeah, it says 1d10
That's
plus 6.
Let's roll 1d10. Okay, I know how to do this at least. Plus, is it 6? There we
So
go.
you got 15.
Yeah. There we go.
You go on a 15. And Derek, you go on a 15 as well?
Yep.
Okay, so... All right. Who has the higher wits between you and
3.
3?
Yeah.
My wits is also 3.
3.
Okay. Who has the highest dex?
2.
Minus
Three.
2.
Okay. So Valen goes first on her 15. Oh, I gotta roll for the dogs. My bad.
Yeah, I don't really know.
How many
what to-
dogs are there again?
There are 3 dogs.
Wow, it's almost like there's 3 of us.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, coincidence.
A winky dink. All right. They got a wits of 3, a dex of 3, so I got roll 1 plus 6. Hold on. They go on a 12.
So, just to clarify with my storyteller, the eyes of the serpent, it does say mortals. Dogs are mortal.
Let me read it real quick, and then I will
Okay.
determine.
I can post it in chat for you if you want.
I can just pick it up right here.
Okay.
I have like all the powers in front of me. So Serpentis 1. Eyes of serpent. No rule required, but they can be avoided. Mortal take. Vampires and other supernatural creatures affected. Okay, so you have to make normal eye contact. So it's in the dark. They're gonna be
Okay.
running at you.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna go with tongue of the ass.
I'm sorry, dear. It's not. This is not happening for you. You can't eyes of the serpent them.
Okay, so I'm gonna be going tongue of the ass. Most of the stuff I'm gonna post in chat for viewers,
For the
anyways,
views.
and also.
Yep. Which,
So
by
I'm
the
gonna
way, there
try
is
to.
a bundle going on for. I forget the link. It's like the bundle pack for V20 anniversary, and then 2 other books. It's for a great deal. It's like $24. You guys check it out. I don't have a link anymore to it, but I don't even know if the deal's still going on. But anyways, 15. Laura, your go.
I'm gonna get within close enough to use tongue of the ass. I'm just gonna bravado, like run up to one of the dogs, hissing, and then
Okay.
attempt to do this. So
This is
Lightning
technically a
tongue.
bite attack. So bite attacks actually, it's difficulty 6s. All right, so roll Dex Brawl, difficulty 6s.
Okay. I'm also just gonna write this down for future. Dex plus brawl, difficulty 6. Okay, don't fuck this up.
You have a reach of 18 inches.
I want to hurt this thing real bad. Come on.
How loud are they being?
Oh, they're being pretty fucking loud. It's like whatever you guys did to wake them up, they all woke up and they're like, meat. All right. So 2 successes. All right, you hit it. Now you roll your strength plus 1 because every success after 1 you get an additional dice of damage.
Strength, blah, nothing, pool modifier, +1.
So what's your strength?
My strength is whatever. It's 1.
So you're
and
rolling.
then I'm putting the strength plus pool modifier of 1, difficulty 6?
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
So you roll 2d6. Or you should be rolling 2d6. Or 2d10, my bad. What did I say?
That's good, right?
No, that's not right. But you got 1 success.
Okay.
Roll one more t10.
1d10.
All right.
Can I just try that one more, like, without any actual, because it should have worked the way I put it
I mean,
in
you
here.
could just take the 2 successes.
Well, I'm taking the 2 successes. I'm just practicing.
You got 2 successes anyway.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
2 successes. So you do 2 ag to it, and it can't soak it. So you can initiate the kiss, which is you put a creature in ecstasy, including animals, and you can start draining it.
Oh yeah, definitely. If I can, like, that was my idea with the eyes, anyways, was to like disable one of them so that these 2 fucking hulking young men can come and fuck these up. So
like, describe to us, like, how does it look? How does this whole like exchange happen?
I'm charging up, like, really no idea what I'm doing, because I've never really been in a fight before. I've had my pimps deal with it, or I've had whatever, somebody else, or just like a gun and just, a lot of bravado. And I'm just like, okay, this is a mission. I'm all about proving myself. I run up and I hiss and then I lash out my tongue, kind of like a whip. And as I hit it, if I can hit it, let's just say in the eye or like the corner of the mouth, as it connects, I like pull my tongue, or I pull closer to my tongue and then kind of go in like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like grabbing it and then.
Yeah, and then it immediately just goes, and just like fall, like it's like its leg, like you're scratching an itch that it hasn't been scratched before, so it just falls in bliss.
Good.
So Evan, your turn.
Okay, I'm debating how much I'm going to ruin everything if I pull out a gun and shoot them.
Okay.
God, it'd probably be way louder than they're being though.
It just all depends. I mean, they're being pretty loud, but that doesn't mean like
a heavy revolver is going to be louder.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely going to be louder.
I have potence. I'll just punch it in the face.
Okay. So you're just going to go like, bow.
Yeah.
All right, Dex Brawl.
All right. Dexterity Brawl. Difficulties?
6s.
One success.
1 success. You got strength plus 1. Or you have strength plus whatever your potence is.
Yeah, which is 1.
Okay, so let me see. Does potence give
wow.
you each dot? Okay, so you're doing bashing. It doesn't turn your attacks into lethal, sadly.
Yeah, I mean that's fine now.
All right. So for damage, anytime you get a 10, it counts as 2. So even though it says 3, it actually is 4.
Okay.
Because the macro doesn't determine the 10s as criticals. I don't know how we're supposed to fix that in Roll20, but eventually I will bug somebody to do that for me. So you do 4 bashing. It will soak because it can. Let's see. Its stamina is okay. So where is? Damn it! I keep on losing a macro. This. Dang it. Alright. Roll. Alright, it takes 2 bashing. You punch it right in its. Well, actually, you just kind of kick it. You like kick it in the gut, and it goes like. It's like it kind of whimpers, but it seems really, really mean now. It's just like, oh, you just dumb pissed it off. Derek, your go.
I'm actually gonna have to just make a movement turn, I think.
Yeah, you're not really. If you had like flight 5, you could be there in like, or if you even had like flight 3, you'd be there right on that. You can do like a dive attack right there, but yeah.
Well, even flight 2 is like 30 miles per hour or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'll have to make a movement.
Okay. So you're flying over. Doggies. One doggy is basically just in thralls of ecstasy. The 2 other dogs, though, are gonna jump on Evan because they don't like. You're the one engaging hostility. They look at the girl and they're like, "Oh, he's playing with our brother."
Good dog.
So first one. Let's see. Their attack pool is. This is not good. Their mic keeps on popping. Guys.
Yeah, I can't hear it too.
Hello? Is it me? Is it?
Oh no, it's Laura's.
Okay.
Oh, I turn my mic off and on when I'm about to talk. That might be what's causing it.
All right.
Yeah.
So first attack, 2 successes, Evan. You will take. Let's see. Their strength is 3, so I'm rolling 4. And this is a lethal, by the way.
Actually, it's someone to teach me fortitude.
You can soak this. This is lethal, so it's not.
Oh, do I get the extra 2 from the armor also?
Oh yes, you get the extra 2. You're right. You're correct. So you get to add that too. So you take 3 lethal. So soak 3 lethal.
All right, pool on 2, difficulty 6.
So you
I take 2 lethal.
You take 2 lethal. The other doggy jumping on you. Oh, dang it! I misrolled that. That doesn't count. My bad. Okay, 5 successes. This is gonna hurt.
Botch damage still.
We could. So his base damage is 3 plus 4, so 7. Yeah, 2. Soak 2 lethal.
Nope.
So you take another
Yeesh.
2 lethal. Or no,
Yeah,
you
ow.
take 2 lethal. So you've taken 4 lethal, Evan. So Derek, you see like the detective, he's just like God! just rolling around in the dirt as one dog he's trying to hold the dog that he kicked in the guy. He's like holding his like face. The other dog is like chewing away at his like leg, just going. Back around to Laura.
Can I kill this thing, the dog that I have? Like, is it just embrace? Like, how long? I'm not strong enough to break its neck. I can drain it.
You can drain. I think you can drain like. You can only drain.
How many points of blood?
That's a good question. I think you can only drain 1 blood around. You can only drain as much as you can spend.
Okay, and I'm betting that puppies have more than 1 blood. I don't have.
They have 3 blood pool.
They have a 3 blood pool.
They have 3.
Detective isn't gonna make
Like
it that long.
So you spent the last round drinking. If you spend this round drinking again, it's just gonna fall over.
It's just gonna because I need to incapacitate this thing.
It won't die unless you want to spend all 3 rounds drinking.
No, I just want to get it like immobile so I can go and
you
save
can drink
him.
You could drink this blood this round. It falls over.
Okay.
It's incapacitated.
That is what I'm gonna do. Just hang on, buddy. I'm coming. You'll make it. So I drained Doggo until death, and that's pretty much my action.
All right.
Or not death until
Evan, your go. You got
All
2
right,
dogs on you.
Last one that I hit, I'm gonna try and like shoulder the other one, and then like just punch this one in the face.
Okay. So do you want to attack both of them and split your dice pool, or do you want to just?
Oh no, that was just kind of like for flair.
Okay.
I'm like focusing my attack on one.
Okay. Just making sure. It's good. It's good to know that you do it for flair because it does help. Storytelling does help.
All right, pool mod. My pool mod is -2 because I'm hurt.
Yeah.
None.
So you're just like, you are literally like, fucking dogs, get this shit off me. Derek, you're right there now.
All right. Well, I am going to swoop down from the night sky and I'm gonna grab one off of Evan.
Okay.
Why do I picture like a dragon picking up like a cow and then going off into the night?
Yeah, and I'm also gonna make a grapple check for it.
Yep.
Too. So
Go for it.
all right. So it's dex roll. That's right.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Fine.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
One success.
Ugh.
Yep, you did it. You grab it. You grapple it.
Yeah.
And you're like, wee, you fly up.
Fly right back up.
Yeah. So, and then you just see like a. This is all pitch dark, but you definitely see like a swooping motion, and then you hear like one of the dogs go, eek!
Thank you.
And it's like it doesn't understand why it's airborne. And I bet you got it by the scruff too, right, Derek?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So it immediately just goes into like it just curls up in like a fetal type position. 'Cause it's like,
drop it! Go up and drop it!
now the one dog that's left on Evan, it's gonna go for the jugular, because that's what it was trained to do.
I'll bring you back, buddy. I got blood.
You can repay the favor from last night.
I was gonna say I owe you one.
Don't forget you can use blood to heal.
Yeah, you can use.
Oh,
blood
I mean, like
anytime
that's
you
what I'm not too worried once we get out of combat. It's mainly surviving the combat I'm worried about.
So 3 successes. This dog. I mean, these dogs don't fuck around. They're Bradovich hellhounds.
Yeah, I figured they weren't just like regular dogs.
Is that the blood-fed, like the vampire blood-fed dogs?
No. So
Oh.
so the Bradoviches specialize in ghouling them dogs.
Okay.
So they breed dogs, but they breed them in a way that's called hellhounds. It's pretty nasty. All right, so
That's
3
fun.
successes, strength
This is
3. I got 2 successes. That's 5 plus 1 for potent, so I'm rolling 6. Yeah, no. It's like it's like it tries to like it just does that like so we cut over to like the face cam of Evan, and the dog is just like just foam and gristle all over your face now, Evan. But it just kept on like chomping like it thought it was already eating your face.
But like I have like the arm out and I'm like pushing it away from me.
Yeah, it just went into like devour mode, and it didn't really do any damage to you.
Okay.
Background to Valen.
I am gonna run up and try to tongue of the ass with this one as well. Let's see if we can. So bite attack is Dex plus Brawl.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna streamline this. People, we got 1 success.
And okay, so you bot.
Oh god.
So this is
Oh my god.
so this is what happens. You shoot out your tongue, and then
Please don't tell me I hit the detective.
No, you shoot out your tongue like prehensile, but then it lashes back and hits you like you hit your own face with your own tongue. Like you're not used to the snapping motion yet. You're just like and you do what's your strength? You do 1, so hold on.
Just 1 damage to myself?
No, well I'm rolling the 1 damage that you're about to do yourself. It's just embarrassing. It's like it's one of those like freshman year things that you're just like, I'm never gonna talk about the time that I tongue of the ass and like whipped it out and hit myself.
He didn't see it, right? The dog's in his face, right?
No, nobody saw it. Nobody's seen it.
Except for Chad.
Derek saw it. Derek knows.
No.
I know.
So it's very comical. It's just like you're not used to the snapping. It goes all 18 feet and then it just hits you in the face. and then you just have like this welt mark on your forehead now.
Oh no.
We're such a competent group of vampires.
You're better than like the short bus shovelheads that they would normally do.
All right, my turn, right?
Your turn.
Can I try and like force the dog to roll over and just like bite it on the neck?
Yeah, you could just give it a grapple check.
What's the roll for grapple?
It's strength or the dex brawl again.
Okay.
It's an opposed strength check.
Yep.
Okay, pool mod -2.
The thing is, the tongue of the asp, it ignores the grapple check completely.
No, I didn't get that. I botched.
So, all right. So you try to pin the dog to go for the bite, but it ends up overpowering you and puts you over on your back, and then it begins. Well, it's gonna bite your head off, but it will begin to like, it's like I'm the alpha. Like it's going to do bad things to you after it's done biting your head off. And then there's a loud bang in the sky, and you hear like, "Y'all doing out there for?" Yeah, and he's like, you hear like a whistle, and you hear the dog jump off you, Evan. It runs to its master's side. Derek, what do you do with your dog?
I'm still flying around. I'm getting higher.
Oh, wow. You're just going way high?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
By the way, Park, can I start spending blood to like heal all my wounds?
You can start spending blood.
It's just 1 blood for each lethal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to spend 4 blood and heal all the wounds.
Okay. You're like, ow. These dogs, at least they didn't do ag to me.
Yeah.
All right. Hell are you people doing here?
Can I even transmit?
Yeah. I mean, you just want to whip it out?
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk. I've got nothing to say to you.
And for the oh shit, you need to make.
What does this guy look like again?
Sorry, let me.
Yep.
Rewind.
Yep.
Gun shootout. He shoots up in the sky. Floodlights hit.
Oh no!
Yeah. Make a courage check.
No.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot that was happening.
Okay.
That's not me, right?
No, it's all.
No, that's me.
Yeah.
That is
It's
me.
the serpent weakness.
Yeah, light's bad.
And I did not. That was in my mind, Laura. I did not do it.
I believe you. Go fuck yourself.
Actually, wait a minute. Does Evan still have that obten ability
It's
up?
only on him. It's only concentrated on him.
Oh.
Well, no, I can control where the shadows go,
Yeah,
so I could throw shadows on her.
Yeah,
Probably not in time by the time the lights go up.
Yeah.
Literally the speed of light.
Am I?
So roll your courage.
Is it just the 2d10 then, or the points that I have is equal to 1? Okay.
It's 2d10.
Come on, Kane.
You really asking Kane right now?
I mean,
Hey.
Not bad. Okay, so you got 1 success.
okay.
Let's see. So you don't frenzy, but you do take 2 levels of aggravated damage.
Okay. Aggravated is the X.
Yeah.
Okay. So
these are
I
like,
go bruised.
given
hurt. Okay.
yeah, it says given the origins of darkness, the serpent reacts negatively to bright light. Add 2 health levels to damage caused by exposure to sunlight. Oh no, never mind. You don't take any damage. This is not sunlight.
Okay.
This is floodlights. Okay. But you were down 1 dice unless you put on the shades.
I do. The first thing that happens is the lights come on. I go from a standing position and I just drop into like a ball and just.
Yeah.
And then I get the presence of mind to put on the shades.
Yeah.
And then I want to whip presence at him now aggressively instead of before. Like, you fucking asshole.
Okay.
You're my bitch now.
Who's coming at us? Is this the like guy that Derek saw?
Yeah. This old man looks really feral.
Empathy.
Has like I'll even show you guys.
Okay.
I even show the viewing audience once it's done uploading.
Fuck.
So imagine this looking guy, except a little bit more on the feral side. He does have like scarring on the side of his face. He is wearing like an those work overalls. He just looks old.
Is that a botch?
What did you roll for?
I rolled my appearance plus empathy
Oh, yeah,
difficulty
you
equal to
failed.
the target's willpower. Yeah,
Oh, no,
okay.
you got one success. You got
Yeah,
one success.
but it's difficulty their current willpower points.
Oh, their current willpower. This guy's current willpower is 4.
Okay, so that is a
You got
fail.
one success.
No, you got 2. You got 1 success.
Oh.
So what
Oh, okay.
does entrancement of 1 do?
For 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour. So he's immediately like pretty.
Come here.
He walks over.
My friends want to ask you some questions. Do you think you could help us?
Yeah. I mean,
You're so
Re-
sweet.
pretty thing like you. Why not?
Detective?
Hello there. Are you by chance a member of the Baker family?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Oh, my name? My name is Dustin. Senior.
Okay. That makes more sense. Do you by chance happen to know where your son, Dustin Jr., and his brother, Dion, are?
Oh, yeah. They're out. They come home a few times a week. Sometimes they go off for months on end. Why you ask?
Oh, I actually have a job offer for them.
Well, do you now? Well, those boys they need some structure in their life. They all they do is they just go around and chasing after their dreams and their aspirations. They don't understand that we used to belong to something proud, but
I bet you that all they need is just the love of a tender young woman. You don't think you can call those boys on home now, do you?
no. You see, Dion and Dustin, they don't much like their sister. They don't really respect the ways anymore. They just gone. We just don't have the whip anymore. I can't
Mild
control them
things.
no more.
Wait, are you saying is their sister Desiree?
Yep. She hates me. I try to raise her right. Try to make her a proper lady.
For what it's worth, your daughter is a very impressive woman
No,
from
she's
everything
a
I've read about her.
skank. Always putting all that makeup on. She's trying to blend in. She's trying to be a pawn of the mortals. She don't understand nothing. She don't understand the gifts that she's been given. She don't understand the power of our family, our legacy. Nah, she just wants to just abandon all that. Much like Dustin and Dion. They don't care about... And you see his hands, like, he just starts to morph into, like, this, like, abomination-looking... Like, actually, this this is the first time both of you... All three... Well, not Derek. Derek doesn't have to roll this shit, but... Both of you, this is the first time you've seen someone go horde form.
So I actually see that morphing happening right now. Okay.
Calm down, honey.
Okay, no, you don't have to make a courage check. It's only in LARP. I always forget that LARP rules are different from tabletop rules.
I have to. Can I make a physical challenge?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna drop the dog on him.
Okay. So
I guess you can't really hear what's going on, so fair enough.
So, like, you drop the dog on him, and immediately, like, he looks up because he hears, like, the... and he jumps and grabs the dog, like, with some pretty impressive feats of strength. Like he just jumps into the air like a good 2 stories, grabs the dog in midair, and then lands Superman status, and then puts the dog down. It's like, Billy Joe, did you just fall? Okay, hold on. Billy Joe, did you just fall from the sky? And the dog's like, what do you mean something picked you up? Hey, so he's like almost as big as the gargoyle. He's covered in spines. He almost looks like a Sasquatch, but he has like spines and bone sticking out of him, and he has claws and his face. He has like appearance 0, and he's like, he just walks up to you because he's still entranced by you, and he's just like, dearie, like, you got a friend up there?
Oh, yeah, I got lots of friends.
Oh.
You're my friend, right?
Oh, yeah, you're totally my friend. We can be more friends, though. And he kind of puts his big arms around you. He's like, trust me. I may look old, but it's wisdom and ways, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm sure your motor purrs just fine, honey, but we might as well wait till company isn't around. And I push him back a little bit.
He's a little bit heartbroken by your just. So, and now Evan just went off Tenebration. All right, he just did Shadowy Darkness.
That's great. I was gonna say when he comes back, I'm gonna look at the detective. I don't have much time on this. What do you want to do?
All right, so you don't know where Dion and Dustin Jr. go when they're not here, right?
They come and go as they please. He reverts back to human, like, it's like these gifts that we were given to serve. They squander it. They don't even understand the meaning of their gift. They're not like the rest of them. They just act like a bunch of ingrates. And then Desiree, she just uses her abilities to flaunt her personality, her brand, whatever that fucking means. What the hell's a brand?
I look at him like, I don't know. Do you think maybe we should go look inside, or?
I ain't home. They ain't here.
No, can't hurt. Actually, I think we can help you out. The job we were looking to offer your sons, it turns out that the Sabbat is interested in your services once again.
You mean the family? The family's coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Is Master coming back?
It may be a new master, but a master is returning.
So the Sabbat are coming back.
Yes, they are.
Oh, praise Cain, praise it. Oh, Jesus, thank the Lord, Cain. Oh, so wait, so are you guys my lords? Are you Canaanites?
Yes, we are.
Oh, and he just gets on his knees and like kisses your feet. Oh,
I don't think you need to keep him presence bound anymore.
Okay. I release him, and I'm very trepidatious about doing so.
Okay, so he was very relaxed. He seemed very cooperative, but then once you release him from entrancement, he immediately just goes like, "You did some flim flam on me."
Well, you're an impressive individual.
You flim flam me. Where's my master?
We are your new masters.
You're my masters?
Yes.
Then show it.
I look up.
I'll land.
I was gonna say, could you do the superhero landing now? That'd be great.
He's like waiting for one of you to do what he wants to do.
some sort of center handshake?
God. Dominate, what do you want us to do?
He's like, oh, you're supposed to offer me your blood.
Oh, thank you. Drop dominate.
Okay.
I cut my hand and I offer it to him.
Okay. He drinks it, or you give him a blood. He drinks it. You kind of see. Okay, so you kind of see like his body, like you could see the black crimson just kind of courses through his veins. Like you could just see the blood running through his body as like he becomes younger. Like he was like almost like really grizzled and old, but as soon as his blood touches his mouth, it just kind of just kickstarts his like engine, and he doesn't de-age a lot, but you definitely see the hairs in his body start to retain some color left. He's not as bent over anymore. Like you can actually hear like spinal sort of like you could just start seeing.
Instead of little old man, he's just man.
Yeah, he's just like man. You know, like the Bradoviches, their Revenant family, they're big. They're like stocky, big. They're not pretty, but they're just like stocky, big men. And so he's about like he's a foot underneath Derek, but he's a 6'5" man of a man. You know, his beard is mighty and strong. He's got light in his eyes after he drinks in Cooper's blood, and he's just like, I'm just so happy, and he just hugs you, Cooper. He's just like,
I'll hug him back. It's good to have you back, Dustin.
Oh man. Oh yeah, but anyways, Master. Yeah, my family, they've forgotten the ways. In fact,
we'll just have to show them now, won't we?
In fact, I didn't want. I'm not. If I tell you something, I ain't gonna get punished now, am I?
Of course not. Tell me.
I think Desiree's. She's turned on us.
What do you mean?
I have a slight suspicion she's been working with the other side.
The Camarilla?
Maybe she just don't listen to me no more, right? And the blood, we needed your blood. We need the connection, but it's been so long. And then come inside. I got stuff to show you.
Is she here?
No.
She's not here.
She's not here. No,
she lives in Bakersfield.
No. Come here. I got things to show you. Come on.
By the way, Par, do I have Desiree's current address?
No. Her address is not listed in any.
Okay. It's one of the things she doesn't make super public.
Yeah. No.
I have a number I can use to contact her, though, right?
Yep,
I'm assuming that's out there.
You definitely do have a number.
Think of how well we will be rewarded.
I'm really excited to go after Desiree. She not only has a lot of connections, but also a lot of information I think we could get out of her. But first, let's see what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you inside. It's actually pretty well maintained. They're like I said, the Bradoviches, if they're anything, they're very predictable. They're like dogs. They clean up after themselves. They live very simple lives. You definitely see a lot of like the animals in the Bradoviches. They kind of sleep in the same den. But even the animals, they know where to shit at. They know where to go at. They know all this sort of stuff. But you definitely see there's like a corner of the room that there's like junk piled on there. Like clippings of newspapers. You see a box, like a milk crate, and Valen, you immediately recognize what's in those milk crates. It's those prayer candles with all those, and like Derek, and you recognize like if you take a map of Kern County, you start to see like all these points. And, like, for some reason, there's, like, all these different points surrounding Kern County. You've seen this map before. You don't know where you've seen this map, but it's kind of like kind of like a fuzzy hazing, almost like in your mind's eye. It does that whole Fight Club thing where like it scribbles in another film reel, and you kind of see you're in this exact same place looking at this exact same map, and then it kind of fizzles out back into this area. And then Cooper, you just see the news clippings in particular involve some sort of a child or some missing little girl. And it's
Are you recognize the case?
Yes, you actually do recognize the case. Everyone, like, for whatever reason, it's kind of like the Zodiac Killer of Kern County. There was about 40 odd years ago, there was a little girl who went missing. She was a migrant worker's daughter. She lived in Arvin, but her body was found in Hart Park, and the body was ritualistically like chopped up. And then that was the only time that particular incident made the news. But if you've ever worked the beat, or if you've ever been associated with the dealings of local enforcement here, or even fire department, there's been a series of those type of attacks.
Like continuing since that?
Continuing since that. But it's not as like major, because most of it, like, it follows the same trend. Like a little migrant working girl, nobody of importance, ends up goes missing. The parents just assume that they've moved on to greener pastures to escape their life of servitude or migrancy, but then they end up dead in some area of agricultural significance. Like you see one newspaper clippings, died in an orchard, almond orchard. Another clipping, one died in a pistachio farm. Another one died out in the middle of the oil derricks. So it's always a place of like agricultural reference.
Are the killings still going on today?
The last one, you don't know. That's the one thing that pops in your head when you see those clippings. Because every law enforcement in Kern County knows about this stuff.
Okay. Why do you have these clippings on your board? I'll gesture to the ones about the case.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is all the stuff I've been keeping track for y'all masters. This has been going on for some time now. My master, Devilla, she was the one that, like, brought us here. She groomed us. She got me going, working out here in Taft, working in the oil fields and the construction. I've been a proud servant of the founding of our great city, and then she just left, and she's been gone for like 20 years. And so I just assumed y'all were, doing your business, and I was waiting for, the glory of Cain and all that, and then I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do.
Sweetie,
I didn't know what to do.
Sweetie,
I just
come
wanted.
here,
He's just
come
like
here.
he's just like crying. I just
there.
wanted to serve y'all, and I just.
You did great. It's okay.
You have done
fine.
You have done an excellent service.
Yes, very well.
I didn't think my loins would go wayward on me, though. I'm sorry. I tried my best. I could only contain them for so long.
It's not your fault. We're going to get them back
properly. They needed your guiding hand,
and they will have it. Now, have you found out anything that the police don't already know about these cases?
Well, definitely it's ritual. It's ritualistic in our ways.
Is that what the candles are for?
Oh no, that's heresy written all over it. That's polluting the mind.
Oh, I have
pollution of the greatest of those who worship those above Cain.
Then why have them? I point at them.
Because I've been finding them. They've been throughout the years. I'd go I'm sorry I left the property every once in a while. I just wanted to find
It's
y'all.
okay. It's okay.
I
You've
just
done
want to find
such a
y'all,
good
and
job.
I follow
You've
the
done-
signs. I look at the riotes. I look at the signs, and I end up in an S spot or some place y'all call an S spot, and I'd see these candles. I collect them, just trying to
Can
get.
you tell me where you found them all, honey?
I got a notebook. I got a notebook.
Can you give us the notebook?
Yeah. I got
That's
it.
good.
And he
Good
goes over
job.
to that same corner area that he's been doing his.
Oh my God! You have to talk to him like a dog. He's actually a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Good boy. You're done such a good job.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good job. Oh my God.
He gives you he's not the brightest. He doesn't make he's not detective level of scrutiny, but he's like, I went to this one place. Like he takes like a Polaroid. Like at least he had the decency to take a Polaroid of it and just kind of write the address down, and then so you just got like a notebook full of Polaroids.
So I'm just kind of flipping through the notebook.
There's other. I'll go into more detail, but there's just so many various locations. Nothing that stands out that you guys would notice. Basically, like places of crap, like crap hole, shit holes. Primarily East Side, Lower East Side, Cottonwood, all these decrepit places of Bakersfield and other regions of downtown.
Thank you, Dustin. We'll be taking this with us.
Yeah.
Now, do you know Desiree's current address?
Nope, I haven't talked to Desiree in over 6 years. I love my daughter. I just wish she would just come home and just you guys, you don't understand. Like, I tried telling her, like she took it way better than her brothers. Like she took to the craft, and like you just see his hand. It's almost like the morphine of her hand or his hand. It's almost like flame. Like he's literally morphing his hand and his body like this liquid flame. Like that's how much control of vicissitude he has. And he's like, she took it like a fish to water, and I was real proud of her.
What is her brand? What does she call herself?
I don't know what that means. I don't get it.
I researched her. She takes a lot of jobs that promote her public image, news reporter, things like that.
I see her on the news
That
every
should make
once
it
in a
easy to
while.
find her.
I see her on the news every once in a while. I cry every time I see her. Talks about the weather.
All right. Now, is there anything else you need to tell us?
No. I mean, what do you want to know? Like, I've been waiting.
You've
And we are
done
here.
such a good job. This is so helpful. We want you to keep waiting here, and also let me know if you see any more of these places.
Now,
And we'll come back and we'll give you.
I'll send the dogs wherever you want me to send the dogs at.
Yeah, we'll give
leave
you
the
a
dogs
treat,
here
baby
for
boy.
now.
Okay.
Also, do you have a phone?
Oh, by the way,
Here.
let me introduce you to the family.
I have
This is Billy Joe. This is Billy Bob, and this is
untraceable. Wrath did it.
you
Good
see.
show, hey boys.
Yeah, that's like all three dogs. They're pretty disgusting looking, but they're
Do
obedient.
they like not hate us anymore?
Nope, they're like, but they have like their like foreheads. They have like little horns. Their teeth are elongated. They're just very stocky chest. They look like they can just pry you open. If they could wishbone a human being if they wanted to.
Oh, you have such nice dogs.
I passed you my phone, by the way. Wrath said he did some mojo doodads untraceableness to this. I don't know here.
Is this for Dustin?
Oh no, I thought you wanted a phone. I was gonna give you.
Oh, I wanted to make sure Dustin had a phone so I could call him.
Okay.
I don't got. I mean, I don't.
I'll put in some calls. Will you be okay if someone comes over tomorrow and get some phone service set up out here? We will need to be able to keep in touch.
No, I don't want that. I'm sorry. I was told that we were never to, do that sort of thing. But if you want me to, Master, I'll do it. I mean, I just know that when people start getting involved and then the Camarilla, if we're all connected, they can control us through their, what's it called? Their World Wide Web.
Oh my god. Okay. So here, take this. I hand him a burner phone. I'm gonna assume I have a couple of them on me.
Yeah.
This is a burner phone. They will not be able to trace it.
Oh, this one's got a fancy screen on it.
Now, here's the thing. You are only to use this phone to call me in case of emergencies or receive calls from me. Got it?
Got it.
My number is already programmed into the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Do not use it for other purposes.
What about the games, like that little worm game? I really liked that on my last one, but the batteries died on it a couple years back. Does this one got games on it?
Oh my god. Here, give it to me. I'll take it. I'll download some games. Only play these games because I don't trust it to go on the internet.
You give him like Clash of Clans or something?
No, God, no. I'll give him like, I don't know, what is it, like Pac-Man and just like some Tetris, some really basic games.
Okay, he's like, ooh, the screen's big on this. Wait.
And here's a charger, and I will show him how to charge the phone.
Things I see on TV, the touch screens?
Yes, it's a touch screen.
Oh, joy! I saw my boys, they carried one of them. I asked if I could look, he's like, oh no, Paul, you're just gonna break it. And I'm like, no, look at me, I'm gentle. And he's like, tick, 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 tick. He's like really gentle with it. See, I ain't gonna break nothing.
And now take this. This is a charger, and I'll show him how to use it when his phone runs out of power.
I ain't stupid.
Okay.
No, of course not.
Wanted to make sure you could always get in contact with us. If there's an emergency, call me. My number's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you receive a call from my number, make sure to answer it. Understood?
All right. And if worse comes to worse, I mean, Billy Joe here, he's got your scent. So I'll track you down using him. Ain't that right, Billy Joe? Bart!
Also, was this quarry ever operational while you were here, or has it always been abandoned?
No, I started this company. I got a few $1 million. I don't know what to do with it though.
Oh,
Can I borrow a bank card?
I don't got no bank cards. I just got a mattress full of money.
God.
Will you be able? Was this quarry operational while you were a member? While you were a Bradovich?
Yeah.
Do you think we could get it operational again? The Sabbat could use the funds.
Yeah, I mean, I'll call some people. I mean, I'll go into the real estate of it all, try to see what I can find up, dig up some people, try to see if there's a market for it. And he actually starts getting like pretty technical with it. Like I say, he's an obedient dog. He's not stupid. He's just a dog. He's just a dog man.
All right. Without revealing that you're a Bradovich, try and get that set up. Keep the money you have on you. You might need it to restart the quarry.
All right. Okay.
We will contact you within the week, probably before the end of the week. I promise. And I will let you know as soon as we have Desiree.
I do have one thing I want to say though. Just it's been kind of racking my mind a little bit.
What is it?
I just don't know if it's the sign or not, but like the eye appeared, right? The glory of Cain was supposed to rain down. What happened?
As far as I'm aware, it was a false positive. Nothing to worry about.
Okay, because I've been having some every once in a while when I get real sad and I curl up in my corner and I think about my daughter, my two boys, and I go to the devil's water. I'm sorry, and then
it's fine.
But I see things. I see in my dreams, and I just wanted to know if Cain was reaching out to me.
Wait, what do you see?
I just saw this like these webs everywhere, these spider webs, and like I was just wrapped up and I was choking, I was suffocating in the darkness. I was cold and naked. I felt I was so alone. Even the blood inside of me wasn't responding. I just felt like I was just lost in Cain was.
You dream the dreamer's dream.
I just don't. I was just wrapped up in this web. I just felt cold. I thought it was a sign saying that Cain had forgotten about me, but Cain! Praise Cain!
Praise Cain.
Cain's return brought me my masters back to me. And that thing.
Was he pointing at Deck?
Yeah. I know about
This
that
is all-
thing.
This is also one of your masters. Put a hand on Deck's back. Deck is also a member of the Sabbat.
Oh. Congratulations.
I look up at the large hulking demon thing. Yeah.
Now, can you call us if Dion or Dustin Jr. show up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. And once you do, make sure to keep them here until we arrive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now we will leave you to getting this quarry back and operational, but we will be in contact soon.
Thanks for the book.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, master. Thank you, stone guy.
On to him.
My heart's filled with such joy right now.
Oh, one more thing before we leave. Dominate. How often do I need to give you blood?
Once a year.
Okay, now forget I asked you that question.
Yes.
All right, and then we leave.
He's like, just because you forget about mine, and he's like, yes.
That is the coolest thing ever. I say to you as we are walking away, and I have the bye, honey.
It's very convenient. I wish I'd known that power earlier.
That is so freaking cool. And you badass, you came and you swept down from the sky and picked it up like some sort of fucking dragon from. Oh wait, we're not in Game of Thrones era. From Lord of the Rings. That was cool.
Oh yeah, what year are we in again?
2000?
No, 2017.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I make the Game of Thrones reference. Like that was some Game of Thrones ass shit. That was awesome. Just like you are so full of personality and charm. You know that.
Does he know that you killed one of them?
I don't think he'd care at this point. He's his master, don't you know? And I give
The
you
dog?
a pat
You
on the
didn't kill
back.
one. You just knocked it out, right?
Yeah. It should
Oh,
just
I
be
thought you
sleeping.
bled it to
No,
death.
all three of them.
No, I just-
He said
I
Billy
didn't-
Bob, Billy Joe, and Thornton. Those are the three dogs' names.
Yeah,
Creative.
no, I drained him to like 1 point of blood remaining,
Yeah.
so
It'll be fine.
You kind of
This
see him on
is-
the porch, just kind of waving, and then you see the three dogs also waving.
Aw. All right, wave to him before we head out.
Okay.
Do I have
Over the shoulder
Pride's
wave?
number?
Yes, you have Pride's number.
All right, I'll give Pride a call as we head out.
this is what the masters have wanted. They've wanted to know that this is
So
going
you call Pride. Pride picks up.
I'll put it on speakerphone so we can all talk. Pride, we got Dustin Sr. to join back up with us.
Good.
He accepted my blood.
That wasn't your call, but if you had to do it, you had to do it.
Now, the only problem is it looks like his children don't listen to him anymore and they're rejecting their gifts. We think we could find Desiree, and he's going to call us when Dustin Jr. and Dion show back up.
You want to add in the little extra tidbit about Desiree?
Also, that's a good point. Desiree may be working with the Camarilla.
A Revenant working for the Camarilla. That's a new one.
When we catch Desiree, whose blood should we give her? Should we bring her back to you guys?
Yes, because she may be infused with somebody else's blood at this point. So she may need some deep probing beyond the blood.
All right. What time is it now? Like
It's
in the night?
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
With all the driving around.
I'm gonna put it.
It takes like 45 minutes to drive across like this part of town. It takes like another 30 minutes to drive out this across town. But you know, all this.
Yeah.
This was all like in the span of like 30 minutes. So you still got a couple hours of nighttime.
Is Raps
Can we meet
near
with him?
you?
He's like, why?
Because
ask?
the candle things, we found a lot more.
Candle things?
The desecration candles that are like making fun of Cain things.
Oh, yeah, I don't care about that Bahari bullshit. But Lust might.
I was gonna say, can I talk to Lust?
Well,
I'll hang on to this then.
did you have any other information for me besides the
Um,
Bradovich matriarch?
there was also, it looks like, a series of ritualistic murders he's been tracking that look like they have something to do with vampires.
Do you have the sites of them?
Yeah, he gave us a book of information. Do you want us to give it to you?
Yes. Deck and I will go to those spots. I want you to
I hand the book to Deck. Do you have pockets?
Wait, you hand what to me?
The book. This is the book that he wants,
Oh,
right?
right.
Yeah, it says here.
Deck and I
give
have
it
something
you.
to explore in these lands. So if these rituals have anything tied to the lands, he and I will deal with it. Valen, Greed wants to have a word with you.
Oh.
And then Cooper, I want you to continue your investigation on these bakers, these wayward revenants.
I think I can deal with Desiree tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then within the week for sure.
You are on your way. You done me proud tonight. Past discretions, otherwise, you're on your path to becoming true Sabbat. But these are dangerous times. Every night that you exist, I extend my reach farther and farther into the city. And so you are an extension of me, which means if you are liable, then I am liable. We are brothers of the sword. So protect one another. Support one another. I'll let you go where you want to go. I'll let you talk who you need to talk. But know that you still are not my brother, or my sister, or my companion, or my property. You are nothing. You're just shadows working through my will until you become true Sabbat.
Understood.
Give the book to Deck, and then Deck, meet me back at the temple.
Got it.
He hangs up.
Fuck! I say as soon as the call is over.
Sorry you have to deal with greed.
Thanks for your pity.
By the way, Valen, could you do me a favor?
Sure.
I hand her my phone. Can you call? I give her Desiree's number.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she would be interested in on an audition for a commercial? Sounds like something up her alley. I need to find a reason to lure her out of wherever she's hiding.
Yeah, sure. You want me to
Can
be
you
an
tell?
agent?
Yeah, that was the idea.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a performance on this phone call for sure if you'll let me.
Well, that will be next session.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, because you gotta like. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to like. She's gonna want proof. Like she's gonna want like.
Why don't we talk about this on the way home and set up a plan?
Okay.
Yeah, good idea. Should probably put more thought into it anyway.
Okay. So at this point, our 3 wayward Canaanites go to where they need to, to prove themselves yet to the sect. But that is it for today. We are going to be doing an after show, which will be on the Patreon later on tonight. So if you want to support the Patreon at, I believe, the $5 level, you get access to the after show. If you support at the $10 level, you get to see the one-on-one session with Valen and I. Their exciting night in the first day of her entry into Sabbat.
There is some shit that fucking went down.
Yes. Stuff about dreams and backgrounds. And then the next one-on-one episode will be with LateNightRivithead and I, Derek and Deck, as they uncover some ancient secrets of Kern County. So with that, thank you guys so much. It's been a blast. Be sure to go check out the Patreon. Follow all of my castmates on their respective channels and Twitters. It's all rolling down below. LateNightRivithead, LateNightRivithead. Yeah, that's all I got. Until next week, thank you guys so much for being here. We will continue with Starting XP Presents Sabbat, the Masquerade, and all that stuff. Take care, guys. Later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.